YouTube, what's good? It's your boy NY back here, Legend. As you see, we have two of the Batman from Knightfall. We have two of them here already. It's been a while. And I told y'all I was going to do some rainbow versions. And I left this one just the way it was. I said I was going to fix that because I did a little too dark on the shading. F that. Believe in it. Just the way it is. I think it looks good. So, what I'm going to do is... went to Target, and as you can see, got another one. Me and my wife was on our local. We was near our local Target, and we just said, "Hey, you know what? Let's just run up in there, get some juice and some deodorant." And boom, I seen there was two Knightfall Batmans there. Currently, Super 7 got me broken bills. So I got this one. Let's see what we're gonna do. I don't know what color I'm gonna be using next. I am gonna make another color, so it's either gonna be green, blue, orange, white, or red one. I'm not sure. So I'm secretly taking a poll and find out what we're gonna do. And I'm also at the same time gonna be trying this new video editing app. So the next part of this video will be me inside of the bathroom, and I'm gonna be showing y'all how to disassemble your action figure. Alright, stay tuned. Okay, so the next part right here, this is the part where we are going to blow dry and separate the figure piece by piece. Okay, literally everything is going to be piece by piece taken off. Okay. Okay, so everything should be warmed up enough to where everything can just come right off. Okay, Batman's head. I'm gonna redo the feet. I like to take everything apart. See the legs. Oh. Damn. So now even the cape too, you want to take everything off as much as you possibly can. Leave these sockets in, because when you would use a hair dryer, without these sockets, it'll mess up the foundation of the chest. And sometimes you can't get the socket piece back in because they don't work. Okay? And you want to have an X-Acto knife when it comes to these capes. The heat should be enough, but sometimes it's not. And then you just got to go in there and carefully remove the cape. And I said carefully because these things are sharp. You will cut yourself. Trust me, I've done it. Okay, last part, right? So I got that off, basically peeled it off. I just lifted the cape backwards like this and just pulled it off. Okay, didn't have to cut it, nothing, because you don't want to cut it. All right, you might mess it up or something. But cape's off now. Like I said, you gotta be very careful with these X-Acto knives. They will cut you. So now everything is all in pieces. For some reason, this one gave me a hard time. Where this piece usually will pop right out. This piece came off differently this time than usual. To where this whole thing came out like this. Where usually just this piece would come off and it would still be connected to this part. See, like that. So it would look like that still. I never even knew this piece can separate from here. That's a first for me. But anyway, you want to take everything apart. You know, even if you want to do the belt, as you can see, the belt can separate from itself. I don't have no crazy glue. I just realized my crazy glue had ran out, so I'm not going to do all that. But everything is ready, and now on to the painting. All right, y'all. So now that we have the figure dismantled, we have everything here in pieces. It is now time to prep for the painting. There's all the pieces. Put that back up there. Everything is here. Now, the perfect part of painting is already having, well, the perfect part of this dude is already having a prime color. And this dude's prime color is already gray. So, it's going to be that much more easier to paint this dude up. Because like I said, my primer color is always gray. So I asked my wife, what color should I use? I showed her the Rainbow Batman, and she said, go with the green next. So we are going with the green. Okay, going with the green. And let me show you what I was basing them off. That right there. Okay, so we already have the main color. We already have this one, the pinkish one almost. So now we're going to do the green. Now, I have been saying over and over and over, use what's in the cap. So you shake the cap, take the cap off, and you're only going to use what's inside the cap, as my wife calls in the background. You're only going to use what's in the cap. Shake the cap. Use what's in the cap. And of course you want to get your brush ready, which you see over here, and what you're using to wipe the brush off. So, let me show you how that works. It's not rocket science, it's just all about paying attention, not being scared, and just doing it. Get it done. So, we'll start off with, oh, that's wet. Okay, we'll start off with this part right here. We'll do that since that's going to be one of the main colors. You don't want you don't want the brush to be soaking wet. So, always go in one direction or two, whatever. Because this one I'm gonna have to do 2 coats anyway. But the second coat will be, I'll be going up like this. But for this coat, I could just do whatever because I have to cover a lot of ground. Okay. So you can just go, you can go up, you can go across, whichever way you want, whichever way makes you comfortable. I still probably should have used the granite gray as the primer because it sticks. You know, paint sticking to paint works, as where paint sticking to plastic, you're gonna have to really work with it. So I'm gonna do this leg like this, and the upper leg, I'm gonna see if there's a big difference with me priming it first. But yeah, that's all you want to do. You just want to cover it up, because like I said, this is only the first coat anyway. So you just cover it up, go in one motion. When you stick to one motion, it'll come out looking factory. You know, like if it came out like that, instead of seeing the streak marks. I used to get a lot of times people to ask, you know, how do you make it look factory? And that's it. Just take your time. You're not trying to rush anything, and it's all about the brushes. It's all about the amount of paint you're using. If you're not using too much paint, it's not gonna look stupid, like the vision in the camera. Okay. Trying to lock the screen. Okay. I apologize for the strain. I can't control the focus and paint at the same time. But anyway, I did one of these tutorial videos before, but I kept getting asked now because before I didn't have that many people watching the channel before or wanting to see me do this part. You know, Bones and Necro Zoo, he does his videos much more different, which makes his videos longer, but he gets to the point. So he does the review, and then also he done edited what customizations he did, which I like. So it may be a longer video, but it's an awesome video because then he's not just doing two different videos because he has content. Unlike me, I be stretching my videos apart. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give you a review video, then I'll give you a repainted video, and I'll show off the different repaints I did in one video. Like I said, when I do my repaints, I usually like to do a couple in one. Okay, stay there. All right. So now I'll do like this shoulder part. This way you can see what it's about. Like I said, when it comes to this Knightfall Batman, it's perfect because his canvas is already gray. But it's smooth plastic gray, as where if I used this and then let that dry and then go over it, it would it will stick better, because you know paint will stick better to paint as far as paint sticking to plastic straight up. So I'm gonna have to do this a couple of times, and y'all won't have to sit through this video because these will be broken up in pieces. So dab it in the water, and then what you do right here, you take that, make sure you get that color off. And since we're going to do this one in the primer, this one we're going to do, you cover it up. Now, like I said, because I had placed these in the sink while they were being hair dried, there was a little bit of water in the sink, which I didn't know. So I'm gonna probably have to do like two or three coats of this. But this is definitely going to be the primer here. Okay, we're going to keep the belt yellow. The belt's going to stay yellow for all the Batman. And of course, if you mess up along the way, it's okay. What I'm upset about is this trying to stay focused. So let me get back to you after everything is already painted. All right. Okay, y'all. Right now you're coming into the part where I'm painting it, and I don't use tape. Rare projects I use tape. I just go with the flow and just hope that I don't have to do much fixing. But I just go in there with a steady hand and just do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Is it the easiest? No. Is it the trickiest? No. But that's what this video, finally, me putting out a video and actually editing it, is showing you. You know what I'm saying? So remember I told you before, I said to go with the lines. I went across that. I broke that because when it comes to this stuff right here, I have to go this way because I'm just doing it in one motion without being scared. Just go with the flow and do it. And this is only the first coat. I usually always do 2 coats. So the second coat will be where I'll just go in this motion only. All right. As you see, other parts are in the background. So I'm gonna use the baby diarrhea green and the neon green, or whatever green you call this. But you see I'm doing 2 different directions there. But like I said, right around here usually is where I use a toothpick. And always dip your brush in water and then dab it on the sponge, which I just did in the background. And you always want to have a toothpick handy for those extra close areas that you can't really catch. As for some reason my wife keeps picking the perfect times to make so much damn noise. But like stuff like that, you use a toothpick. Those fine areas. So of course I'm gonna have to do a lot of that because I want this to be I want this part to be the olive green, and that's the very top of the boot. See what I'm saying? So stuff like that. You know, the cape's gonna be olive green, all that. You see, like this one, I didn't do that here yet. So you see all that? That's all mess. Then I'm have to fix. But that's gonna come later on. As you can see, as I get it onto there. It's very, it comes with some challenges. This part, I'll just do that just because, but it comes with its challenges, it comes with its rewards. Now see, this part is already dried. So now I'm gonna go over it with the second coat. Because like I said, you want to do 2 coats. Sometimes depending on the time, I'll do 3. Have I ever rushed any projects? Yes, I have. Have I ever took my sweet time with a project? Yes. One time it took me 19 hours to custom paint a WWE Elite Finn Balor figure. Literally, it took me 19 hours. I had to draw the design on the front and back. Then I had to paint each different design area on his back, which is a figure I wish I had never, ever sold, but somebody wanted to buy it when I was selling my WWE figures. I didn't think my customs would sell, but people do buy customs if you sell them for a normal price. I wasn't about the price gouging. There's people out there who sell a $20 figure because it's custom painted for 300 damn bucks, and that just makes no sense to me. I'm not paying you $300 for a figure I can paint myself, and that's what made me get into the game of painting the figures. So next we're gonna do the ceiling part. All right, we'll do the ceiling part next. All right, y'all. So what we're doing now, we're going over parts that's like maybe missing some paint, or can just do a once over. You know, so here we are doing the once over, making sure that it's just you know, even enough, because we still haven't done the shadowing, but you want the main color. Now see, the back you can skip on because the cape will be blocking the back, but you still want to make sure that you get it distributed nicely. So now the main parts like this, you know what I mean, stuff like this. This is the third coat. The other 2 coats, you know what I mean, you've seen piece of part 1. The second coat I did completely off camera, and this is actually day 2 because I like to make sure that they dry properly. And I'll come back in there and do the third coat, which is what you're seeing right now. This is the third coat before we seal it. So once this coat dries off, then we're going to be able to seal it up and put them back together. See, and like you see, you want to get all of that distributed even out, or you're going to have clumps. And you don't want the figure looking clumpy. You want it to look nice and factory as possible. Like I said, you just go in there. Don't be scared. If you gotta touch something up, then you're just gonna have to touch something up. But don't be scared to use the brush, and also know which brush you're using. You know what I mean? Certain areas you gotta use a certain brush. Certain sizes. I stick to these Walmart brand brushes because these brushes I have literally no problem with. I love them. These blue ones, you'll see them, they're in like a nice pack. Okay, so that's done. And then if you can't see off screen, but over here I have my bucket of water. And that's where I dab that. And then every time after you finish, you just want to get that off, just in case there's some little sediments or whatever. You can't see it, but I have some pieces of like right here, there's some pieces of paint. Sometimes this paint settles inside. Right here there's a piece. I know you can't see it because of the angle on the camera, lighting and stuff, but it's all good. Like I said, only use what's inside the cap. Okay, we're gonna seal it up with the Mod Podge. As you see, the cape is done. That's the back. That's the inside. The cape is done. So let me put these back on, and the next part will be the sealer. All right. I used to use spray sealers when I was doing the WWE figures. I don't do the spray sealers no more. To me, they don't distribute evenly, and sometimes they mess up. They mess up my figures. So, same thing, same rules apply. Shake up the bottle and only use what's inside the cap. Now, like I said, when you want it to look matte, you're going to use the Mod Podge matte, as you see in the background. And then what you do, as you see, I could leave it like this, but I don't trust this paint staying like that. You know what I'm saying? This came out pretty damn good. Okay, there we go. This came out pretty damn good. Where it just looks factory. But what you're gonna do, you just take the Mod Podge, dab it on, and you just go across, because now this you will see. If you just run in there and do some rough house stroking, you're gonna see all the lines. You're gonna see all the lines, excuse me. And it looks terrible. Now it goes on white, but it dries clear. Okay. So now with this, you don't have to worry about being nervous with or scared with, because you want to cover all the angles, all the areas. And since it dries clear, you don't have to worry about anything. Don't have to be scared. Okay. That includes the inside too, because I painted the inside. You know what I'm saying? I don't really pose much, but when I do, take pictures or whatever, I want to make sure that the paint's not going to be mismatching. You see green in one part and then still see the regular color on the other side. No, we're not doing that. All right, we're not doing that. So you see, I'm just covering it evenly. Well, not evenly, but I'm just covering it all up. Not worrying about nothing. Cover it up. Cover it up. Make sure everything gets covered. Put that down to dry. Batman's head. Same thing. Just cover it all up. Now with this, you can even cover the face also, the eyes, everything. because like I said, it dries on clear. It dries clear. Goes on white, dries clear. So don't be worried. That's why I'm doing this part in real time, because a lot of people ask to see this part, especially in real time, and I've just been like, just showing y'all the figures because I didn't want to have a long dragged out video, but I'm doing it this time. This way people can see exactly what steps need to be done, and it's very easy. Like I said, this part is very easy. You're just gonna cover everything. And this is a bit better than it is better than using the spray, because sometimes with the spray will crack or whatever. This doesn't never crack on me. I be using this and it just works. You see I'm even covering the eyes, because that part's not gonna affect. This doesn't affect nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna come back. When I come back this next time, we'll be ready to put it back together. Okay, y'all, thank you for sticking through to the end. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who did watch. Here is the finished products. Of course, this one we had already did. This is the original color. For anybody who doesn't remember, that's the original color. If you'll stand up. And finally, the newest addition to the Batman Rainbow Gallery, the green one. You would almost think we were making the Power Rangers up in here. But no, we are not making the Power Rangers. We are just making the Rainbow Batman collection that he had in his Batcave from way back in the days. I think back in the 70s. He just had different colors, and he told Robin one night he has to have a different color every night to keep the to keep the villains on edge, basically. Make them wondering, what the hell is he doing? What's going on tonight? Pink, green, the normal. Get another one, make that, like the easy. Make a gray and black one. That'll be easy. But I think next I'm gonna do orange. My heart was in orange, but wife said make the green, so we got booger green right here, and I like it. I like the way it came out. It didn't take me long. Of course, everything was apple barrel. All right. This is what I use as the base. This is my base color. All right, country gray. This is the color that I use for shadowing. This is the green. English ivory. And this is the neon green. So like I said before, my goal is to have the whole colors. Call me weird or whatever, but that's just the type of stuff that I do when I have these collections. Once again, I'm gonna show the whole color palette from my tablet. See, so we technically got that one, just did that one. That's the normal color. We'll do purple. Orange is gonna be next. Then we'll do the yellow and orange, and we'll call it a day. Hold on a second. And then we'll call it a day. See, that looks better. We'll call it a day after that. Well, no, I'm gonna do a red one. I'll do a red one too. So, yeah. And also, I want to do a red and black one to match my red and black Superman that I have over here. Because I want to have a team red and black. Whoops. I want to have a team red and black. So I want the Trinity to be rocking red and black like I did with this dude. That's basically what's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? I'm also going to do another color for Trinity. Because we get so many Trinities. It's like, why not? Why not just make them in their special forms? I'll lay him down. Stupid. But yeah, y'all. There you go. And I literally just put everything back together. You know what I'm saying? Had to glue down the cowl. I glued that back down. And as you see, I made it a lot neater than this one. This one, you see there's a gap right there. But right here, I just laid it down. I pressed it. I used Gorilla Glue with the brush. Okay, with the brush and nozzle. So this way it's easier. Just brush the glue on. Call it a day. So let me know what you think about the Batman color rainbows so far. Which one of these three is your favorite? You like the neutral? You like the pink? Or do you like the green? Let me know. Highlight me in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for watching, like I said once again. And moving forward, because this video actually made it with the new editing app I'm using, we're gonna keep making the we're gonna keep using this app. All right. I don't want to keep dragging y'all through these dragged out videos. I want y'all to watch. I want y'all to tell your friends to watch. Comment in the comment section. You know I hit y'all up every time. Later, y'all.